Welcome to the Membership Guys podcast. Kick-ass advice and tips for membership site owners.
Welcome to episode 61 of the Membership Guys podcast. I am your host, Mike Morrison, one half of the Membership Guys, and this is a show in which we talk all things membership website. So in today's episode, what we're talking about are the ways in which you could monetize an existing membership. So perhaps you've got a site that's been up and running for several months or several years. You already got that base of recurring revenue building up, but now you're looking for options to take that further. So there are a variety of different avenues you can go down to open up new opportunities to monetize your membership. But let's start with the membership itself. Now, if your existing membership just has one single tier, one single level of membership, then the first thing you might want to look at is actually adding multiple membership levels. So if you just have one tier of membership where basically there's one level, everyone who joins gets access to the same level of content, the same amount of support, community, tools, resources, you can actually look to diversify that a bit and add in a couple of additional tiers. So you might add in a more basic version of what is currently offered through your membership as the introductory tier, and then you can add in a more advanced version of what someone gets for your membership as your top level tier. And then you price those accordingly. So the different levels will have different degrees of content. They'll have different degrees of access to you, different features, different facilities within your membership. So you may have it whereby your entry level membership tier perhaps accesses the core courses or some fundamental courses or programs, but doesn't have access to monthly live training, monthly mastermind calls. Maybe they don't have access to every area of your forum. Perhaps they don't get to interact with you on a one-to-one basis. Then your standard tier, maybe they get the live sessions, maybe they get some group coaching or group access to you, but they don't get anything that's one-on-one. That one-on-one access could be reserved for your top tier members. Maybe they get a monthly feedback session, maybe they get a monthly coaching call or something like that. So you start to create those different price levels of access to your membership that are differentiated not only on price, but also on what people actually receive as part of their subscription. Now, this is often referred to as the good, better, best model, where you have a good membership option, which is your entry level that satisfies the basic needs of most people. Then you have a better option, which adds some bells and whistles, solves a few more problems, perhaps provides a bit more convenience or helps people get to where they want to go faster. But then you have the best option, where there's perhaps more facilitation, more access to you, more bang for your buck. So doing this can be a great way of catering to members who perhaps need a little bit more. So you're actually monetizing them a bit more than you would if you just had a single membership level. But it also allows you to have something to offer to people whose needs are perhaps a little more basic, or perhaps whose budgets are a little tighter, where maybe your standard offering beforehand was either more than they needed or was a little bit out of their price range. The great thing about having 3 membership tiers instead of 2 is having 3 tiers allows you to take advantage of something called price anchoring. Studies actually show that if you put 3 options side by side, then that changes people's value perception of what's on the table compared to if you just had 2 membership options or 2 membership tiers. So let's say you just had 2, one of them was $50 a month, one was $100 a month. Then someone looking at those options might actually look at the $100 a month option as being quite expensive. But if you added a third option that was $300 a month, then all of a sudden the $100 option looks a bit more attractive. So that's a very, very basic way of describing price anchoring, but it's something that can be highly effective and is utilized by companies like Apple, for example, in differentiating between their different product models, and is used to great effect within subscription products within membership sites. So adding multiple membership levels is one great way of further monetizing an existing membership. The next thing you may want to look at is adding upsells. So this is where you are actually promoting and selling additional products or services to your existing members. So they join your membership site, and then somewhere as part of their interaction and experience with your site, they are offered upsell options. So you expose them to additional courses or maybe coaching programs or other products within your stable and within your business. And typically what you will do if you're offering upsells is these will be provided to your membership site members at either a discount or they'll be offered exclusively to your members. So it may be that ordinarily you sell a course for $1,000, but to people who are already in your membership, you present that as an upsell option for $800. So that discount becomes a benefit of being part of your membership, and it gives that added incentive of actually buying this additional product. Alternatively, you can make upsells a member-only thing. So it could be that you have an additional course, but the only people that's ever offered to is your existing members. There are several memberships that work in this way where perhaps they'll have a mastermind group or a coaching program, but that's only available to people who are already part of the basic membership. And some memberships will actually have a minimum time period that you need to have been a member of the basic membership before you're able to access these upsells. So if you have additional products, if you have other courses or anything else that isn't part of your existing membership, then offering these as upsell options to your current members, either as part of their membership, so it may be a month or two after someone's joined your membership site, they are then exposed to additional products, or sometimes you even see these upsells added during the purchasing process, where actually as someone goes to sign up to your membership, they're given the option of adding on additional upsell products to their purchase. Now, whether or not you'll do this and the manner in which you'll approach it really does depend on your audience, on your strategy, on your sales funnel, because the one thing you don't want to do is present too many options and give too much friction for when people join your membership. You also want to avoid a situation where someone joins your membership and then immediately they're being bombarded with other products and other stuff that they have to buy. But if handled correctly, upsells can be a fantastic way of further monetizing your membership. Something that can work really well as the natural progression from a membership is actually running a mastermind group. So this will typically be very small, very intimate groups that your members will pay to join, where they get increased access to you, increased and direct support and accountability, not just from you, but from other people within the mastermind. You'll typically have groups of no more than 6 to 8 people, and these will have regular calls where people get to sit in a hot seat and have all of the attention of both yourself and the other mastermind members on them and on helping them to solve their problems. And you can incorporate all sorts of stuff into a paid mastermind group. Maybe you have some one-on-one calls, maybe you provide some exclusive content or some other form of access or facilitation or something along those lines, really aimed at helping people get to where they want to go faster. So adding a next level paid mastermind group can certainly be a great way of further monetizing your business. Now, these sorts of paid masterminds will typically be online, but you could actually even take things a step further and run mastermind sessions as live events. So live events like mastermind groups, like workshops, retreats, conferences, again, that can add a whole other level of monetization to your business. And typically what you will do for these kind of events is you'll sell tickets publicly, so anybody, whether they're a member or not, can come along. But for your members, they get a discount or they get first access to those tickets. Maybe they get VIP sitting or some other sort of perk for attending these events as a member of your membership that just sweetens the pot and shows them that they're valued and kind of gives them that extra benefit to being within your membership. Now, a lot of membership site owners set up their membership because they want to move away from the one-to-one model. They want to completely move away from offering services, and they want to better leverage their time, knowledge, skills, experience, and expertise on a one-to-many basis. But if that's not you, if you still love the service side of things, if you still want to maintain a one-on-one element in what your business does, then another monetization option is to continue offering services. But what you'll typically want to do is shape the services that you offer around your membership. So you can be offering a service to your actual members rather than as a completely separate channel to your business. So if you look at the problems that your members have and the solutions that your members membership provides, you could offer something along the lines of a done-for-you solution, where you actually help your members to implement the stuff within your membership so they don't have to do it all themselves. And in doing that, your membership gives you a built-in audience for those sort of products. You could even go one step further and actually productize your service. So rather than having consultancy or the sort of services where people tell you what they want, you give them a quote, you can actually have fixed price, well-defined, off-the-shelf services that you sell to your members. This is something that our friends over at podcastwebsites.com do very well. They actually sell a productized, off-the-shelf service where they'll actually create your website for your podcast. Now, having that sort of productized service creates this great cycle where people who come in and just buy that service off the shelf then go on to become members of the membership, and also where members in the membership go on to just purchase that service. So that's that nice self-feeding cycle going on there. What you certainly want to do if you're going to have a service element to your business running alongside your membership is you definitely want to put some sort of definition around the services you're doing. You don't want to be in a situation where you're just taking on regular clients for consultancy or for coaching, and you can end up with several projects that end up overloading you with work, meaning that you neglect your membership. You need to get the balance right between offering one-on-one services and actually keeping your membership running successfully. Switching gears a little here, you can actually create physical product around your membership. So if you have a really strong brand, if you have the sort of membership where your members have even coined a nickname for themselves or some sort of catch-all term that they identify themselves by, you can create swag like t-shirts, like mugs, like pens, like notebooks that feature your brand, your logo, that feature little in-jokes, catchphrases or nicknames that people have for themselves within your membership. You can create all this sort of stuff and sell it to your members. Now, you're not going to become a millionaire by selling a whole bunch of t-shirts with your logo on, but the actual benefits of doing that and getting your brand out there and really building that sort of camaraderie and brand strength within your community are worth far more than the revenue it creates. But the fact that it does create additional revenue is a nice little added bonus too. And if you can create something functional around your topic, then that's even better. An example of this is one of our favourite clients who we mentioned a few times, scotsbaselessons.com, where they've commissioned their own series of guitar strap widgets that have their brand name and their logo on, and the members are going absolutely crazy for these things because it's the sort of thing they'd be buying anyway, and the fact they can get them in great quality with the logo of their favourite online-based community on them is something that they're tripping over themselves to purchase. So if there are opportunities for creating that sort of product within your membership, then absolutely look into those. And finally, another way in which you can further monetize your membership is through earning affiliate commissions, either as a regular affiliate for products or services that you're going to be talking about within your membership anyway, or as part of joint ventures with companies, with influencers, with course creators, or even other membership site owners where their topic overlaps with your own. The main thing to keep in mind with this is that your members should always come first. Nobody wants to feel they're being taken advantage of. No one wants to feel that they are secondary to your desire to make money from them. So any sort of joint venture opportunities you go into, any sort of affiliate promotions that you do, your first priority should always be whether this is the best thing for your member. Don't compromise your relationship with your members. Don't undermine their value to your business in the name of getting that short-term cash injection that comes from running a joint venture promotion. And I'd even go so far as to say that in a lot of cases, you want to think really carefully about who's in your existing membership. So if you're doing some sort of joint venture with someone who's not a member, who offers a service or a product that one of your members offers, and particularly if that member is prominent and active within your community, if all of a sudden you bring in some outsider and you showcase them and you point to them as being the go-to expert or their product being the product to go for, that's going to alienate not only people in your community who would consider that person competition, but also the people around them who know them, who are friends with them, who have a relationship with this person. So think very carefully when it comes to affiliate commissions and joint ventures. It's certainly not something you have to avoid, but you want to make sure that you're giving careful thought to the impact that earning commissions from your members or running joint ventures and promoting other people's stuff to them will have. Now, those are just some of the ways in which you can further monetize an existing membership. Look at how you can possibly add additional membership tiers to your current offering. Consider the opportunity for upselling additional products, services, courses, or coaching programs to your members. Think about whether it will be a good fit for you to offer a next level mastermind group that will be completely online, or even go one step further and run live events for your masterminds, or even workshops, retreats, and conferences. And while a lot of you will be aiming to move away completely from services, if you still want to retain that element of your business, look for ways in which you can shape your services around the needs of your membership, so you're using your membership as a built-in market and a built-in audience, rather than having the service element as a completely separate branch of your business. If your membership has a really strong brand and a passionate community, then that could open up opportunities to create products that you sell to those guys. And then finally, if handled correctly, affiliate commissions and joint ventures can be an additional way of adding that extra level of revenue to your membership base. Now, whatever way in which you decide to further monetize your membership, we have 3 top tips for you to make sure that it all goes smoothly. First of all, it's so important that there is clarity in the products that you're offering. So if you have lots of different products, lots of courses, memberships, services, and all that sort of stuff, you need to make sure that it is absolutely clear that there's no possible room for confusion over what people are actually going to get when they come into your membership. Simply having a line on your sales page or including it as a comment in your sales video isn't going to cut it. If people know you have all sorts of different programs, loads of things on the menu, then that increases the chance that they may have unrealistic or inaccurate expectations when they join your membership. So it needs to be crystal clear when you do have different monetization streams within your membership. It needs to be crystal clear what people get and what people don't get, because otherwise that's going to cause a whole world of problems for you. Second tip is that your members should always come first. Make sure you're not compromising the needs of your members just to make a quick buck. Members do not want to feel exploited, and they certainly don't want to have a situation where they join your membership thinking that you're going to help them solve their problem, and then as soon as they get in there, you're telling them that they need to buy something else if they really want to get to where they're going to. So your members really do need to come first. And on that note, our third tip is, if you are offering additional products, courses, upsells, masterminds, live events, or what have you, then your existing members should get some sort of preferential rate. And you can actually leverage this. You can take this to your advantage in having that as a benefit of being a member, because you can say, here's our non-member pricing and here's our member pricing. So that makes your membership look more attractive. And also, if you're selling tickets for a live event, for example, and the ticket for non-members is $100 more than the ticket for members, but your membership is only $50, then it's a no-brainer that people will then join your membership. And once in, then they're going to be exposed to the additional value that you can provide, beyond simply saving them some money on the event ticket. So whatever you decide to do in terms of further monetizing your membership, make sure there's clarity in what you're doing. Make sure that your members are still your first priority, that you're not taking advantage of them, that you're not compromising your member needs, and make sure that your members are always getting the best deal on anything else you may be selling to the public. So we've covered quite a lot there, and hopefully it's given you plenty to think about when you're considering different ways of further monetizing your membership, opening up additional revenue streams, and scaling your business. That's all from me for now. Thanks so much for downloading and spending a bit of time with us. I'll be back again very soon with another installment of the Membership Guys podcast. If you've enjoyed today's episode of the Membership Guys podcast, we invite you to check out the membersiteacademy.com. The Member Site Academy is the essential resource for anyone at any stage of starting, growing, and running a membership website. So whether you're still figuring out what your idea is going to be, or whether your website is already up and running and you're just looking for ways to grow it and attract new members, then the Member Site Academy can help you to get to the next level. With our extensive course library, monthly training, exclusive member-only discounts, perks and tools, and a supportive, active community to help you along the way with feedback, encouragement and advice, the Member Site Academy is the perfect place to be for anyone looking to start, manage and grow a successful membership website. So check it out at membersiteacademy.com.